gang, today I'm diving into Mass Effect 2, a game that really took everything that made the first entry special and made it bigger, better, and way more fun. Let me tell you, this game was a journey from start to finish, and I'm honestly excited to talk about it. First off, let's talk about the characters. Now, at first I'll admit I was all in on Miranda. She's got that mysterious, no-nonsense vibe, and I really found myself drawn to her, among other things. But as the game went on, I quickly realised that Jack is without a doubt the better waifu. Her backstory is heart-wrenching, but she's got this tough as nails, no holds barred attitude that really made her stand out. I won't spoil anything, but she definitely stole my heart over time. But hey, let's not forget about Grunt. When I first met him, I didn't really think he'd end up being such an important part of my team, but wow, did I end up loving him. He's an absolute powerhouse, and having Steve Blum's voice behind him just clicked for me. If you know Blum's work, you know he brings so much depth to characters that could have been one-dimensional. Grunt's personality really shines because of it, and I was rooting for him every step of the way. Now, let's talk about the story. Oh man, Mass Effect 2 absolutely knocked it out of the park. The stakes are high, the universe feels vast and rich, and your choices really matter. You get to know your crew so much more intimately this time around, and it just felt like everything was building towards something huge. The pacing is perfect, and I was genuinely invested in how things would turn out. The combat? Now this is where the game really stepped it up. Compared to Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2 is a massive improvement. The combat is more fluid, the cover mechanics work beautifully, and it's just way more engaging. The shooting is satisfying, and you feel like you're actually making a difference in these large-scale battles. It's easily one of the most enjoyable aspects of the game. Another thing I've got to mention is how smooth the whole experience was. While I did get stuck on a few objects here and there, just a handful of times, it wasn't anything game-breaking. It didn't pull me out of the experience, and the game ran smoothly overall. For a game this detailed, that's pretty impressive, especially considering how immersive everything felt from start to finish. Now, let's talk about the DLCs. Mass Effect 2 does an excellent job with additional content. The Lair of the Shadow Broker DLC was an absolute highlight. It offered fantastic new storylines and some major character development. And then the Overlord DLC definitely gave me some feels. It felt like it added so much depth to the universe and gave us a bit more insight into the darker side of technology. Finally, the last mission was terrifying. I'll be honest, I was on the edge the whole time, making sure I did everything right. It's challenging, tense, and downright scary at times, but after surviving it, I felt such a huge sense of accomplishment. Now, I'm absolutely pumped to jump into Mass Effect 3 and see how everything wraps up. If you haven't played Mass Effect 2 yet, I highly recommend it. The characters, the story, the combat, it all comes together so beautifully. It's one of those games that sticks with you long after you've finished it. So get in there, play it, and get ready for a wild ride. Until next time, Commander, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on more content. Catch you in the next one. See ya!